Hello again, traders. Right, this is a really impromptu video. I didn't intend to make this at all, but this is so exciting. It is what is it? It's 20 to 10 at night on a Wednesday. As you can see, you probably recognize this, pretty much this template. We've got the dragon. There's a few extra EMAs in there. I'm actually not totally sure what all of them are. I can't work out. I used to know how to work out what the EMAs were, but it's not really telling me a lot on on the I can't see the 89. I suppose these are, one of these is the 89, and then we've got all these weird ones. Signal, I'm presuming that's probably the 89. What I should do is just put a standard 89 on there and I can see what's what. But anyway, I digress. What I'm finding so interesting on this, so we've got the Sonic Dragon there, but when these trades look right, they just look right. And something I've been tweeting about literally today, amongst making 3 or 4 trades on paper, still demo trading this stuff, because I gave it a rest for about 3 or 4 months, come back to it, and now it's just absolutely on fire. So I was enjoying it before, but now it's absolutely just crazy. So, you know, if you wanted to take the dragon off, you could just draw a trend line here, 2B reversal, and all the usual suspects. RSI histo, you can see that if you follow me on Twitter with my FX trading stuff, you'll recognize this straight away. So basically what I've been doing this evening is going through some old watch lists and just tidying them up. So first off, I'll show you what I do with a watch list. So I have a watch list, doesn't matter how I gather them. I've talked about that before, but following good investors, following traders that know what's what, the stratas, like Alex. But you don't even need to do that, to be honest with you now. And this is the eureka moment I've had by giving this a rest. And I was doing all sorts of stuff. I was using scanners and looking for candle patterns and this, that and the other. But really and truthfully, all we need is to fill a load of, you know, you could choose, you don't even have to choose your bios and your shipping and your metals and all that lot, because all we're looking for the pattern. You know, you could build wish lists, I presume, by price. So, you know, if you're not I don't know, you know, if you're not loaded with cash, as it were, got $1 million account or whatever, then you might just want to use lower price shares. Say for example something between, I don't know, $5 and $12 or something. So you could do that, 5 to 12, 12 to 20, 20 to 30, and so on and so forth. Because I think all we're worried about is the pattern. We're not worried about the actual stocks when we're trading them in this way, pure pattern analysis. And you know, if I flick through a few of these, you'll see what I mean now. So you've got your watch list. It doesn't matter what they are. Like I say, you could categorize them in price or whatever, and then all you do is you open up your watch list at the start of the day. This is an old one, and I was tidying up, and I thought I don't want to tidy it up before I've made this video. So here we go. This is a raw, brand new. You know, I used to set up best 1, best 2, best 3, best 4. Call them what you like. So let's categorize these now, or arrange them by price. So in the morning, I'd open this up. Say for example, in the UK, where, you know, 14:30 is when the stock market opens. So literally I could open this at 14:30 if I didn't want to do any analysis at all, because obviously this would change with the pre-market stuff. So the minute you open at 14:30, all this, or 14:31, all of this lights up like a I don't know, a bonfire or something. Lights up like a, I don't know what the expression is, but it lights up anyway. Everything changes. So there's no real need to do much analysis here, in my opinion. Then all you do is arrange them in order, descending, ascending. You could decide, for example, you want to do shorts this particular day, so the worst shorts, and then we open it up and you will get this sort of situation here. So here's the open of the market. This is not the greatest looking chart, so instead of trying to find a perfect or trying to find a trade there, just move on to another one. And this is the sort of eureka moment I'm having. We know the dragon, we know what we've got to do. We could draw an ascending trend line here, and then we could draw a descending trend line there. So this is almost like a 2B pattern formed. I'm just throwing these together now, and then here's the new open of the market. We can clearly see the RSI is telling us momentum's come in. We've got a 3 candle reversal here. We've got a break through various EMAs. We know we're going to bounce on this one here. I think this is the 89, but they called it something else. Anyway, I'll confirm that at a later stage, or someone else can. And then bang, down the price goes. So that's a good looking setup. If we wander through our list, some of these are going to look dreadful, so I'll delete that one because it's awful. So then we look on to another one. Futu, yeah, we all know about that one. Ascending trend line, descending trend line. We know it's in our list of losers for the day. So if you remember, this will be whatever percentage, and will be around here because this is the open of the new market. So clearly you can just draw a support line there. See it's broken through. We can use our normal line chart support levels as well. Draw a level there, close through with the candle, boom, it goes down. We've got the RSI histo. So the point I'm trying to make with this is we apply the rules that we know about in the FX, and then just it doesn't matter what these are, it doesn't matter, all we're looking at is the chart. So here's another one, there we go, straight through a huge level actually, because you can see over here, I'm not going to bother scrolling the chart or anything, clearly support here, massive move down. You could draw your trend lines, your 2B reversal pattern, whatever, and you got the RSI doing its stuff as well, momentum. And bearing in mind this is a 15-minute chart, so the first bar of the day is a monster move down. Then you know, I'm not any expert on stocks at all, but what I've seen happening, and I've been trading these and doing 4 or 5 off the cuff live demo trades, if you like, and they've all worked out extremely well. I'm just so excited about this. So you know, you could watch this on the 5 minute, 1 minute, it pulls back, and you can use exactly the same rules as we use when we trade FX. So that's another good looking chart. They are literally everywhere. That's an old, you know, once again, got to delete that one. They look horrible. If they look horrible, then they are probably horrible. Here, ascending trend line, 2B descending trend line. The dragon does that for us anyway, self-fulfilling prophecy. Pullback, we've seen this on all the FX. If you follow me closely with FX, or you're an FX trader like I am, and you've just getting into these stocks, you will see they are identical. And now I've had this sort of eureka moment, which means, as far as I'm concerned, they could be anything. They could be, I don't know, corn on the cob, or wood, or whatever, you know, other weird commodities. I'm half asleep, to be honest with you. Coffee, or soya, or whatever. We can trade them exactly the same way. All we're concerned about is the spreads and obviously the volatility. We don't want to trade something that doesn't move at all. So, but you can see there's literally thousands of these things, and all we're looking for is the right pattern to get involved in. And you know, these I haven't organised these at all myself. As I said to you, they're a random. They are a random set of old charts now. Look, that's a nice one, perfect. They all look identical, and it isn't a question, because obviously this is the end of the day now. But at the start of the day, it's no different. These patterns, all of this is on the chart here. All we've got to do is decide whether we like the look of this bit here. Market open, you can see three candle reversals in there, 3 CRs, and they just don't look back. There is no drawdown. This makes FX look like, I don't know, Einstein's puzzle of the worst thing you could possibly do compared to the simplest thing you could ever do by looking at stocks. It's just crazy. Roku, we all know that one, or Roku, whatever. Beautiful looking chart there. I want to be getting in at the crossover where everything happens up here. So this would be one, and obviously we want to go from where it crosses there to below there. So I'd discard that one, wouldn't even think twice about it. It would be probably a better looking chart on a higher time frame. So if you want to, you could always look at the slightly higher time frames, keep going up until you find the correct format, as it were. So here we are today. Again, it's not perfect, you know, you're picking bottoms, as it were, but it's broken through that. So you know, there's a lot to learn with this still from my point of view, but it's just looking so simple, it's unbelievable. And whoever's put these extra EMAs on this template here, having spent a few hours this evening looking at it, they've done a fantastic job. But really and truthfully, I've always thought about doing that, but I didn't want to complicate it on what we do with FX, because effectively, you know, the 34 times 4 would be 126, so you could have the 34 on the hourly 34 on the H4 chart, or the H4 34 on the hourly chart, should I say, and so on and so forth. And that's what they've done. They've just put it, and then they've times 126 by 4 to come for the next lower time frame to have the higher MA on there. So then you're getting up to what, 100, 400, 564 or something like that. So so they've just added more, all the 34s on every time frame. That's what I'm trying to say, really, or the 89 EMAs on every time frame. So let's have a look at another weird one, see what that looks like. That one, delete it. I've picked it up because it was a penny stock originally when I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So another one, brilliant looking chart. Another one, all perfectly good looking. And look, you know, I mean, we're on the higher time frame now, the hourly, but look, it's closed through with the 3 CR. What do you think that's going to do when it's closed through a significant EMA? Boom, down it goes. Don't even have to think about what the hell it is. It's just about earning a few quid. The only thing you've got to think about, really, is the value of the stock and whether you can afford it and whether it's going to make you some money. And that's it. The pattern is what we're looking for. That's a pretty horrible looking chart from the point of view of getting into the trade. But actually, even that, look, bust, pull back, break and close. If you follow me, that's bounced on an EMA. I mean, this template is unbelievable. Nice 2B formation there. You can draw, you know, VIX high there, and then the candle that breaks through it, the low of that is our entry. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. The dragons there, we've got the 1, 2, 3 lower high going on there too, there to there. That's the lower low. Lower high makes a lower low, should I say. I mean, if you follow me, you'll know exactly what we're talking about here. So if we look at the 30-minute now, that will look a more sensible pattern. Here we go. Ascending trend line, descending trend line, broken through. Look what it happens. I think that's the 89. Closes through the 89. We all know what that does. And a monster move down there. Couldn't be simpler. Doku, that's a favourite a lot of people as well. Have a look at that one. That's a mess, so delete that. Once again, is a penny stock. So when I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Another one, messy. Pennies again. No wonder everyone said, when I took this up, everyone was saying, don't get involved with that, don't get involved with that. I hadn't got a clue what I was doing. but now I realise what they were saying. Better looking chart there, better looking candles. Oops, my mouse is running out of battery power, but not great. This is the beauty of this stuff. All we've got to do is look at charts. Let's get back on the 15-minute again. So I'd want to be entering, well actually today was brilliant on that. That's beautiful. Ascending trend line, to be reversed, 3 candle reversal rather, penultimate, ultimate high, break and close through it, absolutely crashed. I just can't get over this. Bust, pullback, break and close down. I mean, there are literally hundreds of these trades available. Another one we need to delete. This was what I was doing before I made this video, so I just wanted to show you this before I tidied up all my charts, get rid of all the rubbish off of there. That's horrible. But once again, once you get used to what you're looking for, you can clearly see, you know, the dragon, it's broken through the dragon, there's an ascending trend line, it looks better on a line chart, ascending trend line, descending trend line, broken through that, bust, pullback, break and close, momentum, everything is there. They are just everywhere, these things. So, whoops, that is the that's the bust, pullback, break and close, back onto the candles, and not, I mean, from there to there, thank you very much. The EMAs, whoever has put this together is a genius. It's just incredible. So, sorry if I sound a bit, I'm overtired, I think, perhaps had too much coffee, but you get the point anyway. So, this is a work in progress, but you can see how this template is absolutely fantastic. There's another clear area of support there, broken through. It doesn't need complicating. There is nothing else to think about. You know, even if you just scalp this from, you know, on the using the lower time frame, 5-minute chart. So you're watching this, you know the 15's got to break that level. If a 5-minute chart breaks it, that's good enough to enter. This is so much simpler than FX. So much simpler. It's even broken through it, pulled back and then continued. And then the RSI histo will also agree with that. Bust, pullback, break and close down through the 20 level, 3 CRs, there's an engulfing 3 CR there, even had another little pullback there, and then it's just crashed. So I don't think there'd be any stress involved in this. Since I've loaded this template, I can just see these in my sleep. Let's have a look at another one. I've heard of that one before. Yep. High, low, lower high, lower low, little bit of a pullback continuation. We're on a 5-minute chart, I forget that now, so back to the 15. So anyway, I had to make this before I tidied up all these things. I just wanted you to see what I was seeing in real time. There's another rubbish one, look, no surprises, pennies, dump it. Let's have a look at another one. Yep, same, dump it. And this is the point I was trying to make. So, you know, that's the point of this. You can also instantly see when something looks right. There you go. Apps. Oh, that was the NVIDIA. We've just done that one. That looks alright. Yeah, no surprises there. It's normal, as it were. Here's one that's abnormal. Dump that. There's just so many of these. You can see instantly. You know, they wouldn't even be in the watch list under normal circumstances. But you can see my progression now. We've gone from messing about with stupid stuff to easily there. Perfect. Lovely candles. Everything looks good. Not the best looking chart to trade. So you just move on to another one. Dump that one. So you get my drift now. Dump that one. This one's square, that's a good one. Let's have a look. Zoom in a bit. Not the tidiest looking chart in the world, but remember, this is the new day, so you would have been thinking, oh, possibly long, but I'm not interested in trading that long because we haven't even got a proper uptrend in place. Longs would be there, the dragon would have to be turned up as well, so you discard this because it doesn't look very good anyway. But later on in the day you might think, yeah, 2B reverse, 3 candle reversal down, everything's looking pretty good on the RSI. But the beauty about this is, unlike having perhaps half a handful of forex pairs and gold and maybe a few indices to trade, these things, you got thousands of them. So once again, we've got an ascending trend line going on there. You might think this is hindsight, but there's no way you can go long. You've got to be looking for shorts because you're below the dragon. So there it is. There is no option but to wait for this to set up to the short side, and it's pushed down, pulled back up again. That's a 3CR down, and then there's a good scalp there. So better stop now because this is far too long, this video. Thanks for watching. I hope it's had some value for you and it's got your juices flowing like it has with mine. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening. What's left of it. Now, how do I stop this video? In your own time, recording stuff. When you're ready. Why hasn't it stopped? Ah.